Who's got a question?
I had a question about the education there in the schools, what the education is.
The education in the schools in Lemuria? The education started in the home because it was felt that the most important aspect of the empire was peace and harmony. And in order to create that, it was felt that if the mothers could stay home with the children in the earliest years and create a most peaceful home with them, they were their teachers, taught the children at the earliest level. Then there were schools that were established. A woman's role in the empire was considered a very sacred role. And nowadays, some women regard staying at home as kind of, not as prestigious as being a doctor or a lawyer or whatever, but in the Machiavellian Empire, this was a job that had the highest prestige. And it was very important, and men and women were on an equal basis in the Lemurian Empire in all ways.
So I wanted to know more about the education for the children.
Yes.
Was it more like a spiritual mystic school? Like what did they teach in the schools?
That's a good question. The children were taught spiritual values, for sure. This was, as for the adults, this was the basis for the success of the civilization. They were taught values, and the Lemurian philosophy is based on service to other people. It is based on the golden rule. And so children were taught values, they were taught how to treat other people.
I'm just curious. I mean, it wasn't until I started studying about Atlantis and my curiosity that I began hearing about Lemuria. Is there any particular reason why there's suppression about the history of Lemuria versus suppression or versus the publication of the history of Atlantis having existed at some point?
One place we do know that Lemurians went to was the forming continent of Atlantis. And one of the reasons Atlantis became so advanced scientifically was because the Lemurians went there. Unfortunately, Atlantis had the same challenge that Lemuria had, where it became out of balance. But Atlantis became out of balance scientifically, and that was one of the reasons that it also submerged into the Atlantic Ocean.
Well, as Bob said, we have been given to understand that there are a number of egos in existence today who have incarnated for the purpose of bringing back the same conditions that existed in Lemuria, which would indicate that you were a Lemurian at some time in the past and have this desire to do so.